Hello everybody. I am not going to get in the habit of doing any sort of unboxing videos, but today I got something that I've been waiting for a very long time, and I'm very excited about it. Extremely excited. I've been looking forward to this for over a year that we're supposed to receive stuff. But in the past couple of months it's been getting a lot closer, and in the last week especially I've just been getting super excited and finally got confirmation that this was sent out. As you can see, it's from Hampton's Handcrafted Lightsabers, LED sabers. And now I've been extremely excited this week to be able to open this, and I thought I would share this with you guys. So without any more ado, let's see what we have inside the box. Now, as many of you know that will be watching this, you already know what these are. And this was a Kickstarter that was done last year that I participated in, and people are getting their stuff now, and some earlier. And I've seen a lot of videos of people getting stuff, and it's just making me that much more excited. But I did get one of the lower end tiers, and we'll explain more as we get some of this stuff out, as everybody else has. You've got your shipping information for the exact parts that were sent to you, the instruction manual on how to put everything together. Now, as I said, I got one of the lower tiered saber with just the parts. I didn't get sound, I didn't get a blade. And this looking really good so far. With the lower end, you have to put your own chassis together. So these are some of your chassis parts. I probably will not do a video on putting the chassis parts together. Putting the chassis together itself, I don't know, I may. You can see, I'm going to take a couple parts out of here just to show you how some of this comes. This is one part of the crystal chamber. Mine did come with a crystal chamber. God, I'm so looking forward to put this together. I love models and building things, and this is just going to be great. This is a switch plate. Looks a little scuffy, but I like that. The threading on the taps looks very nice. This is that, and it's also got the a business card, I believe. Yes, business card, and a couple of stickers in here with an old logo and a new logo. I have to admit, I really like this logo, but this is their new logo. I'll put those aside. Now let's see what we got, the good stuff. A lot of packing peanuts. They package this quite well. As you can see, it's all wrapped in this foam paper, packing paper, and the packing peanuts, everything. While it's a lot cheaper than what some of the other people have gotten, I haven't seen anybody that's only gotten individual parts. Everybody has gotten fully built sabers. So I'm not disappointed at all. There's no way these are going to get dinged between themselves. It's all packed very tightly. And a lot of this stuff I'm going to end up customizing myself. And I'll give you the overview of what I'm going to do with stuff as we get there. This is part of the chassis, I do believe. This is a black chrome piece. I like that it's not truly black. It's like a shiny black. Some more parts for the chassis. Obviously once these go on, your wiring and everything is going to go through those holes, I believe, if I remember correctly. Man, there's a lot of stuff in here. Another chassis part for the emitter. Let's set these apart into chassis pieces and hilt pieces. Oh, that's nice. We got some tape here. Ooh, nice star pommel. And I got pieces to do certain stuff with this. I'm not going to be dueling with this. I didn't get it to play with. I basically just got it for something really cool to look at and to have a high quality saber. I watched a lot of Hampton's videos doing custom builds and all his custom sabers that everybody I'm sure is familiar with, and it really turned me on to his work, and I wanted to get in on the Kickstarter because of that. So there's a couple chassis parts here, and yep, this slides over this if this is the piece I want to put it on. That is not right. It has to be right. There we go. But I got a bunch of different pieces, so I can customize it a whole bunch of different ways and just keep changing the way it looks and use it basically for a very high quality art piece that I know will end up being good. Nothing's going to happen to it. Some of these pieces I know what I'm going to do with, some I do not. But I had a couple different looks in it when I ordered all these pieces. So for stuff like this red, it's not a bright red, it's more of a magenta or a fuchsia, which looks really nice too. So I got different pieces to do different things with, and to make it look completely different, so I could have a light side saber or dark side saber just by the way it looks in the color scheme. But a lot of it, as I said, is going to be customized by myself. For instance, this grenade rear hilt I'm going to rubberize, and the scalloped rear hilt, sorry, I'm going to do a gray leather wrapping on it. There is different stuff on each one of the parts that I'm going to do to make it look good. Oh, that looks nice. It's got a little surface patina, but I love the color. It's like a satin black. This is to go over the emitter shroud. Get some of these peanuts out of here. Kids will be happy with some packing peanut playtime. Another pommel. Really like the look of these. The quality on the finish is very good. I have to admit, when last year the rewards were supposed to start going out if it was finalized, I believe in May or June. I think it was actually April or May that the first tiers were supposed to go out, and the tier that I received should have shipped back in June of last year, but they got some parts that they didn't really like the quality of and ended up getting orders from a new place, had new people make their parts for me, which pushed the orders back. This is another emitter part, which pushed the orders back, and I was admittedly quite disappointed at the time because I was expecting it at a certain time. Oh, that's gorgeous. This black, this flat or satin black that they did on a lot of the hill pieces is just great. The color's nice and uniform. It's got a nice shine to it. It's not too shiny, but it's not really dull, and it's really going to offset some of these other colors quite well. God, I love these parts. So I was disappointed at first that everything was being pushed back, but I completely understand the reason, and in all honesty, I would rather have it pushed back to get a much better part that is the end of the box. Everything's packing peanuts now. Yeah. So you have a couple of chassis pieces. And now I got everything, as you can see, without electronics. I'm going to get a battery and LEDs to do all of this myself because I didn't have the money at the time to go all the way in on the Kickstarter and get it the way I wanted. With all these parts, it would have been ridiculously expensive for what I had at the time, and this is what I could do, and this was actually quite reasonable. I will dry fit some of these just to show you some of the stuff. Let's do. Ooh. Let's take this, and we'll take this. Obviously this isn't going to have the chassis in it, so the void in here is just going to be, this will be a fun project to start doing. Get this all customized and good. I really love the cutouts on this crystal chamber. And we'll top it off with this. If I can get it on straight. There we go. It's just one base look. Obviously with these parts that I have here, I can build a whole nother saber with no internals. Or I can just keep swapping out these parts and see what I like best. Or change it whenever that look gets slightly old. Let's go. Really want to use this rear pommel. Just to give you guys a couple different ideas. This one isn't going to have a whole lot of color to it. I really can't wait until I get this fully complete. yeah, so there we go. Just a quick little video showing the parts that I got. All of the parts seem to be very well made. The metal is heavy enough to be durable, but it's not too heavy that it's going to be extremely cumbersome when using it. Obviously, once it's all together and the innards are in it, it's going to make it a lot heavier as well. But I don't really care about the weight. As I said, I'm just going to use it to display. This is some fine work though. This black chrome is really nice. I doubt it's picking up the color very well. It's more of a shiny dark gray. Not quite a brilliant black like some of the other pieces are. And then the aluminum is exactly as I would expect it would be. Very well made though. All these parts look very nice. Between the milling and whatnot. I've worked with metal before. I used to make guns for a very reputable company. And these look very good for what they are. I'm extremely happy with this. Very happy to finally have it, and now I can begin the customization on it. Start coating things and etching and wrapping stuff. It's all going to be very nice. I think these are my favorite parts of these black pieces. This red anodization is very good. It's a great color. Yeah, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching.